welcome. Katy here. Thanks so much for joining me on the Imagine Crafts YouTube channel. Today I've got a really simple, I like simple. I don't like things that have to be complicated. Dad's Day card. Of course you can put anything on this, but really it's the technique that we're doing. So we're going to hop down and I'm going to get right into it because you only need a couple of supplies, a couple of inks, and an embossing folder and some alphabet dies. Now, the embossing folder I'm going to use is a plaid. It's called the Thread Plaid from Simon Says Stamp. And you can kind of see a little bit of what's in there. Oh, maybe not. Get it on an angle. I'll show you here because I'm going to show you the technique and then I'm going to show you the finished product because you don't really need to see me put it together because it's really, really easy. The alphabet die I'm using is from Scrappiness. It's what I've got. Use what you have. Size your design based on what you have. The inks are going to be some Memento inks that I use today. And I've got Danube, Cottage Ivy, Dandelion, and Teal Zeal. Now, the technique, honestly, it couldn't be easier. The paper I'm using is a watercolor paper, and it's just a Canson XL. Grab it here. You can use the cheap stuff. I mean, there's, you know, this is perfectly fine for what we're doing. You could use your Arches cold pressed watercolor paper. Definitely recommend a cold press because you can see hopefully the texture on that. Hot press is going to be totally smooth. You're not going to have any of that. But the reason that I want to do it is going to pick up the texture from the ink when we spread it. So we're going to start with some Cottage Ivy, and I'm just going to go kind of diagonal. We're just going to scrape it, and you see how you can pick up that texture from your ink pads. And we're just going to, and don't worry if you get the little teardrops there, dewdrop. It'll blend in as we go. And then I'm going to come in with some Danube, and I'm just gliding it across the paper. No rhyme or reason. I got some Teal Zeal. You can see I got some gold ink from another technique I did with this a while back, last year I think it was. It's the last time I pulled this out. Okay. And then I'm going to come in with a little Dandelion just to break it up and blend, in all honesty. Because it doesn't really affect the ink pad, so you don't need to worry about that. All right, let's come in with, I think I might come in with a little more Danube. We're not going to go too heavy here because we're going to come back in with it once we throw it through the embossing folder. Okay, which we're going to do right now. Quick. I'm going to just get this off here. So I inevitably get it all over the place when I got loose ink. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this in the embossing folder and we're going to run it through. And this, you know, kind of stinks because these embossing folders don't run all the way to the top. There's quite a bit of a gap for the size. Like you really got to get it lined up in there. You're going to miss it. All right, and it's hard to see, not gonna lie. That's what it looks like with obviously the impressed raised back here. So what we're gonna do, get our Cottage Ivy. We're just gonna do it again. We're gonna go over it again. It's gonna bring out that, but we're not using this whole panel. I'm going to show you what we're going to do here in just a second. But I do want to do this step because I want that raised to grab the ink. And you know, this is just another fun way to be able to stretch your embossing folders and your dies and to come up with something different and be able to do a neat inking technique. Okay, a little more Teal Zeal, I think. Cover up some of that yellow a little bit. All right. Maybe a little bit more Danube. Grab some of those dark spots. All right. Now, depending on how many pieces, how many letters you need to get out of this panel is a 4 4¼ by 5½, is how it's going to dictate how you cut your alphabet out. So I only need 3 letters, so I'm going to just line it up from the top. And of course you can do this obviously with this particular embossing folder. You can't go any larger than 4¼ by 5½, but if you've got larger embossing folders, then obviously that can dictate the size that you would use, the size cardstock that you would use to be able to do the same technique with a larger word. So I'm going to cut these out just to show you, and then we'll move on to the next part. All right. Get a little poker. And that way you can see what they look like, the letters. And you see you got all that texture from the rays where the ink's grabbing that texture, and it's still, you still feel it. It didn't flatten it like it normally does when you run the embossing folders through with it after you've die cut after you've embossed. So you got those 2 there. Not too bad. Okay, and then you've got room, you know, to be able to cut more out. Now, I did this already just to keep our video flowing a little bit quicker. And I completed the card. So we're just going to talk about it real quick. So I took the same watercolor paper, the Canson XL, die cut, you know, cut that and then ran that through the embossing folder. So this is the same plaid that we did our letters with. And then die cut it out. This, I try to use up the scraps that I have in my, you know, from other projects. And so this was just a piece of vellum that I had. And I used some double-sided adhesive to adhere the letters to the vellum. And then I put some double-sided adhesive behind the A on the vellum, the back of the vellum, so that I could adhere that down to the card base and card panel, the layer. And so these, your D's are going to, you know, kind of float a little bit. Now you could pop this up with some foam if you wanted to, but I chose to keep it simple and flat. And then I had this sentiment, Happy Father's Day. This is just some foil. And, you know, and it's a better press plate that I used here. And then just added a little bit of twine to the corners with, you know, once I put the double-sided adhesive on. And this is a navy card base. I'll add some white layering cardstock in there to be able to write on the inside. But that's it. Super easy, nothing complicated. Great way to make some cool backgrounds just by swiping your ink and blending your ink right on to your paper. And by using a more textured paper like cold press watercolor paper, it allows you to get more of that texture on to where you didn't even have to emboss this if you didn't want to. Could save you a step if you don't have an embossing folder. Now for this, I do recommend more of like a plaid pattern, geometric lines, something along those lines, no pun intended. Just because I don't think a floral, you know, embossing folder is going to work very well to give you this type. It could. It's worth a try, maybe doing it with some pinks and oranges and stuff like that. But that's it. Quick and easy. Super simple Dad's Day card. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And I want to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you in the next video.